or showered in about 20 hours.
I hadn't.
I kept checking my phone at commercial breaks while I was hosting my Saturday college football show, and I'd see her posting about this tragedy that was unfolding in Israel. So I texted her and said, "Hey, can we go on Instagram Live when I get off work? I want my followers to hear what's going on." It's worth mentioning at this point that Noah and I had been discussing writing a book together about anti-Semitism for about 15 months prior to this. I had originally reached out to amplify her message of combating anti-Jewish hate to an even larger, more diverse audience. And because Noah had literally written a book on the topic, Israel and how people perceive it, I wanted to expose as many people to that experience and that knowledge as I could.
And I, of course, said yes on both counts. I was truly appreciative of such a powerful gesture.
Normally, I go straight home after work and decompress from the 12 hours of being on camera. But that night, around 9:30 p.m., I set up my computer in my office and went live. I had so many questions for Noah, but my very first was simply, "Are you okay?"
I was very much not okay.
We spent about an hour talking through the events of the 7th, with Noah giving me all kinds of context, or at least everything she was able to know at that point. We knew that Hamas had started a war. We knew that hundreds of people had been slaughtered and or kidnapped. We knew everything was in chaos. Then came my final question. What can I do to help? Which elicited the most raw and authentic answer.
Stop what you're doing and check on your Jewish friends.
What can I do and what can people who are on the outside do? Not just share a "I stand with Israel" flag, unless that is all that we can do. Please educate me and tell me, what can we do to
First of all, this is a lot. This is actually a lot, because one of the things that the Jewish community have been dealing with when there are anti-Semitic attacks happening, when there are attacks on Israel happening, that we feel very isolated and we feel like nobody is reaching out and we feel like people don't understand what it is that we're going through. So reach out to all your Jewish friends right now. Know that they all feel under attack. Israel is the homeland of the Jewish people. The Jewish people have originated from Judea. This is where all Jews come from. This is our ancestral land, and it is under attack by a bunch of barbaric monsters. So reach out to your Jewish friends, educate yourself on what's happening, and please stop the hate.
A word from Emmanuel. What's up, y'all? So here we are again, back for another uncomfortable conversation. I'll be honest with you. I have vowed to myself and my literary agent that I wouldn't write another book. After all, I'm a TV host and a sports analyst by occupation. But I once heard the saying, your career is what you're paid for, and your calling is what you're made for. So I realized I had to answer that call once more. My Uncomfortable Conversations books and YouTube videos were conceived from the desire to educate about another person's perspective. You all came into my figurative living room, took a seat, and we talked about what it was like to be a black man in America. Well, I mostly did the talking, but with an assist from questions I received from my online and real-life communities. It wasn't always easy, and some topics were definitely tougher than others. But we kept it honest and friendly and got through it together. This audiobook is similar, only now I've invited a brilliant mind to join us. And rather than talking about racism and the misunderstandings of the black struggle, we're going to talk about anti-Semitism and the misunderstandings of the Jewish struggle. Because just as black people are not a monolith, neither are Jewish people. Your experience is your expertise, which is why we're going on this journey with my friend and expert, Noah Tishby. Above all, my objective for this process is to understand. I won't necessarily agree with everything that Noah has to say, and we may not come to a uniform point of view, but that's not the point. That's not how real conversation works anyway. I want to learn more, to see things.